The 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sport. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. A few moments here before we start the game, let's talk shooting guards. Kenny, some have said the talent at that position is the weakest it's been in some time. Which young shooting guards do you think are poised to fill that void?
Well, James Harden's already there. You know, we're talking about Kobe and D Wade's departure as the top guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson, versatile shooter, defender, two-way player, as you love to call him, Ernie.
You know what you named two, Kenny? We're going to take it to 5. I'm going to give you 3 more. Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Tough as nails with a growing offensive
like him.
game. My homeboy down in Orlando, Victor Oladipo.
Ooh, already?
Defense and athleticism, yes, already. And at the last spot, Andrew Wiggins, young fella with all the potential to do it all.
Great potential. A little too young, Victor and Andrew, but they're on their way.
Let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach the tip.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors And so off the tip, it's New York. Now Golden State's starting 5. Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Anthony. In the corner, it's Galloway. 5 on the clock. A baseline J. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Golden State on D. Shot is off. Great D that time from Curry. Thompson with it, now guarded by Aflalo. Thompson against the Aflalo. Nice fadeaway to get over the top.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
Anthony kicks to Aflalo. Outside Anthony. Lopez dishes to Anthony. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Green, the screen. The drive by Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Porzingis. Lets it go. That's good on the jump shot. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Lopez with the steal. Here's Aflalo. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Porzingis passes to Galloway. He kicks it to Afflalo. And the pass to Galloway. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Anthony's shot is off.
And you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Galloway kicks to Afflalo. Feeds to Lopez. Porzingis passes to Afflalo. New York moving it around. From 12 feet out. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
17-foot shot on the way. The shot by Curry, no good. Pulls it from 20. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Good on the triple. Curry's got 5.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins, and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson, Greg, that was a good point. See, he passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. There's 1:47 left in the first. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. He said we've been playing some of our best basketball on offense of late and continued not a lot of mistakes, guys going to where they should be, setting good solid screens. Really, I can't ask for much more from them on the offensive end. Obviously, something he hopes can keep going here.
And Doris, appreciate the report. We'll get to see early on here how coaches' focus on their shot selection comes to fruition, guys.
And if they heed their coach's words and really commit to finding the best shot possible each time down, I think they'll be fine.
Teamwork is the secret here. I mean, if they're going to achieve that goal of shooting a high percentage from the floor, they can't do it as individuals.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Williams. Seraphin inside. Spates on him.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Barbosa dishes to Livingston. He feeds it to Ezeli, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
He's off on the first.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy. And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
Here is Livingston. Over to the left wing. Here's Spates. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now here's Seraphin. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Grant. There's the pick. Livingston kicks to Spates. And that's not going to go. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 7. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, you know, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stance-wise?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Spates in at the 5. Now here's Anthony. 5 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
How about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim.
Warriors leading by 7. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Curry passes to Thompson. Spates with a screen on a follow. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. And so it's New York with it. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Lopez right side. Kicks to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. Boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Lopez. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Afflalo, that's good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Warriors leading by 7.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's Anthony. The Warriors making the shot. New York moving the ball around. Afflalo dishes to Carmelo. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to shore up.
Barnes can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 7. To the middle. And Afflalo. Bucket on the assist by Anthony. And that's now 6 points for Aaron Afflalo. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Curry passes to Thompson. Curry kicks to Green. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
New York calls timeout.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Jose Calderon is checked in for Aaron Afflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. And that one's good. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim. And he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Grant dishes to O'Quinn. Down low, Calderon uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Seraphin kicks to Grant. O'Quinn the pass to Carmelo. Uncovered. The shot is off. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Livingston, that's good. And now a 7-point Warrior lead.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Out to Anthony. From past the arc. Draymond Green pulls it in.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And the foul called on Kevin Seraphin. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Festus Ezeli comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. Here's Livingston. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. Calderon kicks to Grant. Back to Calderon. Out to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. 10 points for Carmelo Anthony. 30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot's good.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Ezeli dishes to Livingston. Iguodala wide open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Grant the pass to Calderon. Outside Williams. pass to Calderon. Outside Anthony. Just 3 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Anthony's got 12.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Warriors lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
You know, 2 things went on in the first half. Yes, we saw good offense take advantage of mediocre defense, but we also saw a motivated team take advantage of a team that didn't want to hustle. They need an attitude adjustment.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo. Then it's Anthony. And it's Galloway in at the point. That's Derek Fisher's 5 as we get going into the second half. Now here's Barnes. The putback, and it's Green with the jam.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Draymond Green. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Galloway.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Bogut.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Porzingis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
That one misses.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or 2, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Warriors leading by 5. Pushing it up. Got a hand on it. Barnes against Anthony. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Barnes. Thompson. And the rebound goes to Lopez. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Anthony with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Lopez passes to Porzingis. Afflalo against Barnes. And Afflalo kicks to Lopez. Shot clock at 5. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
That free throw, no good. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Anthony. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Afflalo dishes to Lopez. Stolen by Thompson. Curry kicks to Barnes. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
And the Knicks making a change here. Calderon's checked in.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever. But also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Now here's Calderon. Clock at 6. O'Quinn the pass to Porzingis. That drops. Porzingis has got 5. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Curry with it. 7 points in the game. Green kicks to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Warriors?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
A different look for New York. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Aaron Afflalo. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes Clark in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Knicks trail by 10. Williams dishes to Grant. The feed to O'Quinn. Williams kicks to Calderon. Pass to O'Quinn. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the bucket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Curry with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 13 points for Steph Curry. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Serafin. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Green, the screen, fires the three. They get it back. Another shot, and he gets it to go. Iguodala's got his first bucket in this one.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors ahead, leading by 17. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. We welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Knicks trail by 17, setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Livingston in at the 1. And so here is Golden State after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Here is Livingston, covered by Anthony. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
There's the dish to Ezeli. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 21.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Porzingis. New York, no good that time either.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Green. Dishes it to Livingston. Pass to Bogut. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Follow the pass to Porzingis. He was all alone on that one.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3 ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Now, here's Green. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Anthony drives in. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list, but how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. He dishes it to Thompson. Over in the corner, Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
Here's Galloway, covered by Barbosa. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And here's a follow for 3. But they'll get another chance. Great D that time from Green.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Hey, guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance. And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Green dishes to Barbosa. And the officials call traveling violation. Grant, he's checked in for New York. And Golden State also making a change. Stephen Curry's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. It's Anthony with the drive. Nice D from Bogut.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Curry's shot is good.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the chart.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the score by New York. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And he gets it to go. Livingston's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Stephen Curry. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
Shot's good for Seraphin.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Grant. Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment. We know that that's going to put us in good position to win every single night. As if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back into play. If God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry, and I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on defensive end.
Congratulations, Steph. Great job, guys. Over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.